Hey guys, how's it going? Just wanted to do a quick video giving a tip to anyone who's considering being a bodyguard. And when I say bodyguard, I mean someone that's protecting a person. The term bodyguard falls under the third-party protection. However, third-party protection can also mean that you're not protecting a person. It can also mean that you're protecting a shipment of goods or something like that. So, in this sense, I'm actually talking about when you're a bodyguard protecting a person. So, back when I was a bodyguard, I was part of a four-man team, and it was required that we wear formal wear. Here's the thing: a lot of the other guys that were there when they were dressed up in their formal wear, a tie was part of that uniform, and so there's a difference though between formal wear and looking like you're wearing like formal wear. And what I mean by that is, if you're a bodyguard, you are there to do a job, so you do need to have a tactical mindset, and to me that comes into play as well with what it is you're wearing. So when it comes to ties, the ties I prefer wearing in real life if I'm going to a regular formal event is this sort of tie. Okay, it's a proper tie. I don't necessarily mean the color, but I don't like elaborate looking fucking ties with all these patterns on. I kind of like to keep it basic and simple. But what I mean is something like this. I don't like wearing easy man ties unless, of course, it's for a bodyguarding job. What I mean by an easy man tie is the ones that it's this part here. It's like a bundle at the top which is all knotted, and then around that is this bungee elastic kind of stuff. So basically all you need to do is just loop that underneath the collar of your shirt, and then it looks like you're wearing a tie. And so I wouldn't really consider that to be like a formal thing. It's like, I don't know, it sort of is and it isn't, but when it comes to the connoisseurs of fashion, which I don't claim to be, but I do know that if I'm going to any event, I'll put in the effort and I'll wear a real tie and I'll do the knot. So a lot of the other guys that were part of this bodyguarding group showed up and whatnot, and I asked them immediately, hey, because I could tell just by the way it was knotted that it was one of these ties. And I said, hey, is that, yeah, like a real tie that you're wearing? And they said, yeah, why? I said, you might want to wear the one I'm wearing. I pulled down the little bundle, showing the elasticy thing, and they were like, why? I said, I'll show you. And to do this, I actually need to knot this up, so I probably should have done this before I started the video, but whatever. Can't help being a fuckhead. At least I can prove that I know how to do a tie. A tie? There's a few different ties and knots that you can do for these, by the way. This is the oriental, the most basic one, which is the one I prefer. So, anyway, as the guy was wearing it, anyway, I grabbed the smaller part here, then grabbed this bundle, and choked him. And then got behind him, did something elaborate with this, and then ultimately he tapped out, and I said, that's why. And I said, now do it to me. Grabbed it and he snapped it. So, luckily though, I had 5 of those. Anywho, this is why I don't recommend wearing one of these. It's unlikely though, if you ever get into a physical altercation with someone while on the job, that they're going to know how to grab the back part there in the bundle and then tighten it. I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this now didn't even know that's how it's done, because I know for a fact, statistically, a lot of you don't know how to do a knot on a proper tie like this. It's not taking the piss over anyone like that, I'm just saying, that's it's highly likely, like a lot of you guys don't know that, especially since one of the guys in this group as well had one of the other guys do up his tie for him on day one. But after a while they all came around, they started wearing the easy man tie, which again I prefer, because like I said, if you're on a job, there is a higher chance that you can get attacked, because if someone wants to get to the VIP that you're there to protect, they got to go through one of the bodyguards. So if that's you, and they start grabbing hold of you and something like that, I don't really want to get pulled around by the tie. It's really easy to grab, even if it's flipping around. Even if I have a tie bar clip, you know, it takes virtually nothing to just break away that clip and then grab the tie. So even if they grab this part here, I can still get pulled around easily. Yeah, no, they can do that with the shirt as well. The fact is, they got more length with the tie, so if they grab it here, they're further away from me to grab and do something about. Whereas if they grab the shirt, they're still closer. So easy man tie all the way is the one that I would recommend for anyone that's considering to be a bodyguard, just, you know, based on the theoretical scenarios that you may find yourself in wearing one of these ones. So, keep in mind, if you're working as a bodyguard, you don't necessarily have to be someone that's formally dressed, you just have to look like you're formally dressed. Essentially, if you're protecting someone who comes from a rich background and they're dressed really nice, the way that you're dressed shouldn't be the way that I'm dressed now, okay? This is not formal wear, clearly. So you need to look like someone who's, I guess, on par with your VIP, because you're essentially somewhat of an extension of them. You're there to protect them, okay? And if people see, this VIP, let's just say, for example, it's a politician, and then the bodyguards around there as well, really do kind of need to look dressed in a sense of what it is that VIP represents through presentation. I don't think I really have any more to add to this, so the whole point of it as well was, about the time why you should wear an Easy Man 1, and I got off on a tangent like I usually do. But anyway, thank you again for watching, guys, and as always, stay safe.